Good evening, and welcome to Sky Alert USA. I'm bringing you critical weather updates for February 5th, 2026, covering the United States and Canada. What we are witnessing right now is one of the most significant winter weather patterns in recent years, with historic implications that will impact millions across North America for weeks to come. Let's start with the headline story that's dominating meteorological discussions worldwide. Scientists have confirmed a major stratospheric warming event that is triggering a complete collapse and split of the polar vortex, expected to reach its peak by mid-February. This isn't just another cold snap. This is a fundamental disruption of the atmospheric circulation that normally keeps Arctic air locked over the polar regions. What does this mean for you? The polar vortex acts like a spinning wall of wind high in the atmosphere, trapping extremely cold air near the poles. When it's strong, we experience milder winters across the mid-latitudes. But when it collapses, as it's doing right now, that Arctic air escapes and floods southward into the United States and Canada. We are already seeing the early effects, with temperatures in some regions plummeting 30 degrees Fahrenheit below normal. And this is just the beginning. As of February 5th, 2026, the eastern United States is experiencing some of the coldest conditions on Earth relative to normal temperatures. According to meteorologists, the eastern US is forecast to be the coldest place on the planet over the next 10 days when compared to average temperatures. Meanwhile, western states are experiencing the complete opposite. Record warmth continues across much of the West, with temperatures running 20 to 30 degrees above average from Montana through the Central Plains. This extreme temperature contrast is creating a perfect recipe for severe weather. We have Arctic air dominating the eastern two-thirds of the nation while the West bakes under anomalous warmth. This split pattern is directly related to the deformed polar vortex currently positioned over North America. Canada is facing similar conditions, with temperatures well below seasonal norms across Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritime provinces. Toronto is experiencing highs around -5 degrees Celsius with overnight lows dropping to -19 degrees Celsius. Montreal is even colder. Hello everyone, and welcome to your North American weather forecast for the next 3 days, from February 6th to the 8th, 2026. Let's dive right in and see what's happening across the continent. Starting with Friday, February 6th, a significant system is developing over the central United States. Expect a wide band of precipitation stretching from the Texas Panhandle all the way up through the Midwest. For folks in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, this will likely start as rain, but as colder air dives south, there's a good chance it will transition to a wintry mix of sleet and freezing rain, especially during the evening and overnight hours. This could make for some tricky travel conditions, so please be careful on the roads. Further north, the Great Lakes region and into southern Ontario and Quebec will see accumulating snow from this same system. We are talking several inches possible, so get those shovels ready. Out west, the Pacific Northwest looks to be getting a break with some much-needed sunshine, while California remains mostly dry and mild. The East Coast will be relatively quiet on Friday, enjoying seasonal temperatures under partly cloudy skies. Now, let's look at Saturday, February 7th. That central US system will push eastward. The wintry mix threat will shift into the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. Cities like Cincinnati, Nashville, and Louisville should be on alert for icy conditions, particularly in the morning. Heavy snow will continue for the interior Northeast, impacting upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. This could be a classic nor'easter in the making for New England, with strong winds and significant snowfall, so travel will be highly discouraged. Meanwhile, a blast of Arctic air will plunge southward behind the system, dropping temperatures significantly across the plains and the Midwest. We are talking daytime highs struggling to get out of the single digits and teens. Much of Canada, from the prairies eastward, will be locked in this deep freeze as well. The West Coast, however, remains the place to be for pleasant weather, with sunshine continuing from British Columbia down to Southern California. Finally, on Sunday, February 8th, the storm system will be exiting off the Atlantic coast. The heavy snow will wind down in New England and the Canadian Maritimes, but strong, gusty winds will stick around, leading to blowing and drifting snow. The big story for Sunday will be the widespread cold. That Arctic air will settle over the eastern two-thirds of the United States and eastern Canada. From Chicago to New York City and down to Atlanta, you'll really feel the chill. Make sure to bundle up if you have any outdoor plans. High pressure will build in across the center of the country, bringing a return to sunshine but not much warmth. The West will start to see a change as a new, weaker system approaches the coastline, bringing a chance of light rain to Washington and Oregon by Sunday evening. That's your 3-day weather outlook. Stay safe, stay warm, and be prepared for changing conditions in your area. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more updates. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are taking a deep dive into what the weather has in store for us in February 2026. If you have any plans for that month, you'll definitely want to listen up, because we are seeing some major signals for significant weather events. Our long-range models are starting to converge on a particularly noteworthy pattern, a potential collapse of the polar vortex. So, what exactly does a polar vortex collapse mean for you? Think of the polar vortex as a massive area of cold air that typically stays locked up over the Arctic. When it weakens or collapses, it's like opening the freezer door. This allows frigid, Arctic air to plunge southward, bringing with it the potential for extreme cold snaps, heavy snowfall, and widespread icy conditions across North America, Europe, and Asia. For North America, this could translate into a prolonged period of dangerously cold temperatures, especially across the Midwest and Northeast. We are talking about temperatures well below average, which could put a major strain on energy grids and infrastructure. Snowfall could also be a big story, with the potential for powerful nor'easters along the East Coast and significant lake-effect snow downwind of the Great Lakes. For those in the western United States, the pattern might be different, possibly leading to drier and milder conditions, but the risk of extreme weather can't be ruled out. If you have travel plans for February 2026, it's crucial to stay informed and be prepared. We strongly advise monitoring forecasts closely as we get nearer to the time. If you're planning to fly, expect potential delays and cancellations due to snow and ice. Driving could also be hazardous, so make sure your vehicle is winter-ready with a full emergency kit. This includes blankets, water, food, and a charged phone. For international travelers, especially to Europe, similar disruptions are likely as the cold air could spread across the continent. To prepare your home, consider checking your heating system in advance and ensuring your pipes are well insulated to prevent them from freezing. It's also a good idea to stock up on essentials like non-perishable food, water, and batteries in case of power outages. Staying safe during extreme cold is paramount. Limit your time outdoors, dress in warm layers, and watch for signs of frostbite or hypothermia. Remember to check on neighbors, especially the elderly or those who live alone. We'll be keeping a very close eye on this developing situation and will provide regular updates as the models become clearer. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our latest forecasts. Stay safe, stay prepared, and thanks for watching. Well, that wraps up our look at this truly historic weather pattern. We've seen some incredible and frankly, unprecedented events over the past few days. It's a powerful reminder of nature's force. As we move into a calmer period, please continue to prioritize safety. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly or those who might need a hand. Make sure your emergency kits are restocked and your family has a clear plan for any future events. Remember, being prepared is your best defense. We'll keep monitoring the skies for you, bringing you the updates you need to stay safe and informed. Thank you for trusting Sky Alert USA. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.